Hello everyone. Okay, I'm recording this in advance because I forgot to say in the beginning of my video. But please sign my petition. Put it like right here somewhere on the screen. Please sign my petition. I'm gonna say it again at the end of the video, but I don't care. Please sign it. We're at 50. We need 50 upvotes left because we're at 100 for the video. I mean for the rework. Please sign it. We need the ANUBIS rework. Please sign it. Please share it if you can as well. I would greatly appreciate it if you did. Please. We need some changes for ANUBIS. Just 50 more. So if you haven't signed it, please do. If possible, I'm not forcing you. If possible, share it to like friends and family or like other Discord servers or whatever, like communities, if you can. I would greatly appreciate it. So, yeah, just wanted to say that. Back to the video. Hello everyone. My name is Earthkill. Again, welcome back to another ANUBIS video. Again. So this one will be a bit different, as you can see. This is going to be a tier list. It's about ANUBIS, trust me. So, ANUBIS subfusions, basically. Just what are, in my opinion, the best subfusions for ANUBIS. So it's going to be showing every stand that can be fused as a sub, because Wayward Sun cannot be. There's every version of Tuskier and Echoes. So, yeah. So I'm going to go down the list here from Highway Star all the way down to Fun, I guess. Alright. I'll also explain what all these do for ANUBIS, if they do anything. So, Highway Star sub makes it so that you basically get lifesteal like Vampire, which stacks with Vampire. I think it's 1/3 per hit. Let me see. Yeah, 1/3 of damage dealt per hit will heal you. Now this is good. This is pretty good. Great for sustain. Amazing for sustain. The only issue is it still does like a normal ANUBIS damage. And the ANUBIS damage is already like, you know, pretty low. It's good for sustain though, and if you're good enough with ANUBIS, then it won't be an issue. But it does do pretty good healing, so just for the healing and the sustain, I'll put it high A tier, or mid A tier for now. Maybe I'll change it depending on how everything else goes. So Crazy Diamond sub is like completely useless for ANUBIS. There's nothing it adds for it. Since it's like projectile based, even the U move, the fusion move fixed punch is useless, in my opinion. Because it's not even like stand extender range or anything, it's just using your sword to make it less range. I'm gonna just put it, you know, F here. It's just does nothing for ANUBIS. We'll see that a few more times. So Tusk, I'll just do all 4 versions of Tusk here. So Tusk is actually, you know, I'm sure if you guys played this game years ago, like I'm talking like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 years ago, Tusk ANUBIS was like everywhere. Everyone used Tusk ANUBIS. It is pretty good. I do like it a lot. If Divine works, because you can't really get the Tusk sub, the infinite spin proc, without using Divine. Unless you're fighting someone insanely squishy. And the fusion move, the nails, do pretty good damage. And also the percent damage on the barrage, even though it removes the sun. I don't think it's percent actually, I think it's just a damage increase. But it is not bad for ANUBIS. I'm gonna put it, since it does really good damage, but in my opinion there is still better. Maybe I'll change it for now, but I'll also put it above Highway Star for now. And that goes for all the other Tusk subs, because they're all the same. So Echoes now. Echoes ANUBIS, one of my members in Core ANUBIS has it. Very, very good. It's a very good fusion. Because you could just keep on stacking the stuns, because every move can proc the stun really easily, even without Blessed. So you could use like Divine, or like maybe even Angelic, honestly. I haven't seen that with Angelic yet, but with Divine or even Blessed, huge damage every single time. And they can't escape because you have all the movement with ANUBIS, with the R and the Z. And you know, stuff repost A, and even the new deflection buff, which I might get into, maybe. I'll probably do a video about that. But Echoes, I think it's very good. I honestly think it'll be the first S tier fusion. It's better than Tusk, better than Highway Star. Because they can't escape it. Like, yeah, Tusk has the potential to one-shot, or like to 2 or 3 shot, but it's the Megumi. It's the Megumi subfusion. So it's like, it's potential. It can potentially be really strong, but most of the time it's not going to be. So next we have Sticky Fingers here. Sticky Fingers sub is, in my opinion, not that good. because all it does is the head attachment, which basically stuns people for a few seconds. It's a really good silence. It is a pretty good silence. It lasts, I think, what's that, 4 or 5 seconds? Yeah, 4 seconds, which is good. It is pretty good, but that's like it. If you probably use like some damage buffing stuff, like maybe Ult Hamon or Divine or something like that, like Ult Spin, I don't know. You could probably do really good with this, but that's it. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't increase damage. It just does that 4-second stun, which has a cooldown of like 15 seconds right here. So I don't think I'll make the verse B tier because everything above it is just outright better, and there's better fusions to use for stuns. So AHF Adam Heartfodder. This is, in my opinion, this is like one of the best general use fusions for ANUBIS, because the fusion move is the photo flight. You're like invincible during it. I'm pretty sure like you can't even die while you're doing it. And it lasts for a while as well. I think it's like 7 or 8 seconds. And you also get that damage buff, which is like 1.225x damage buff. It's pretty good. It's a great damage buff at max worth. Pretty good for ANUBIS, I would say. I think this is also pretty good, easy A tier. I'll put it above Highway Star because the fusion move helps it a lot. Because it's just great for ANUBIS for mobility. Ever since the B-Hop, the trimping got removed, ANUBIS has been struggling a bit. So I'll put it above Highway Star for now. Maybe I'll put it over Tusk. I don't know yet. So next we have Emperor, easy F tier. Doesn't do nothing for ANUBIS, obviously. ANUBIS is right there. I'll just put it. I don't know. I'll just leave it there. So Ball Breaker. Ball Breaker is actually like a secret niche fusion for ANUBIS for sub, because you can do multiple different things. So it has the passives where you got the Infinite Spin Blast for the U, which does really good damage, and it can transfer damage as well. I think it's like half the damage or something, or a bit more than half. But you can do some pretty nice thing where so it removes the barrage stun, but if you just use Angelic, it can bring the stun back. You could do something funny where you could do barrage into the U, huge damage. If you have like even if you don't use Angelic, you can still do it pretty easily. I think it's a very good one, but it's only really ideal to use like when you're in a team fight, because that's what like Ball Breaker sub's whole thing, team fights. So I'm gonna put it above Sticky Fingers because it just has more use. Now, Mr. President sub sucks. It sucks. I'm just gonna say it kind of sucks. I think it does do defense buff, yeah, but like that's it. Just 1.3. I think that's more than it's around Rock Human, I think, or whatever. I don't think it's that good though. I'll be completely honest. I think it's maybe the first C tier. It's okay if you like the tanky play style. That's alright. Just not me. Not my sort of thing. I'll put it C tier, lower than all these. Next we have Black Sabbath. Now Black Sabbath was good when ANUBIS had the possession move, the F move, but now it's just not really that good, which is a shame because you'd think it would be amazing for ANUBIS, but it just doesn't do anything else other than teleport. It just doesn't do anything else. It has good range for teleport, amazing range. It's just not good. Not that good because it just doesn't do anything that reliable anymore. Maybe it's like possession releases or something. I don't know, but in my opinion, I'll put it under Sticky Fingers. Maybe I'll put it. I don't know yet. So next you have Boku. So Boku no Rhythm it's okay. It can place the bombs on the. By the way, I've used every single thing for this. Every single thing possible that would work for it. So obviously, not like Emperor 6 pistols or whatever. I haven't used those because they don't do anything. But I've used basically every ANUBIS subfusion possible. I like ANUBIS. So Boku, the fusion move. Remember, it's like you put the bombs on people, and that like explodes for a bunch of damage. I think it does multi-hit as well. I think, I don't remember. I haven't used it in a while. Yeah, it does like a multi-hit explosion. Can do good damage with the right suspects, like maybe like Heavenly or Divine or even Saintly, honestly. Could be good with it. But you can just like, I do see the appeal to it. You can also use the jump, the stand jump with it, like the bomb jump. It's not bad. It's just, there's better. I'll put this, it does the damage, but it relies completely on like your stuns to help you. Which for ANUBIS, it's like only the barrage. And I'll get to that later. Fusions that only rely on barrage or on one move are not that good. So I'll put it above Sticky Fingers for now. Now Boy to Man. So after the recent update, Boy to Man is actually like pretty good for ANUBIS. So you could do a lot of different things. You could copy anything you want. You could copy Twao Barrage for more stun. You could copy Wayward Sun for the overpowered mode move. You could copy, I don't know, literally anything. So I'm gonna put this one S tier because you could just literally copy basically anything. Anything you want that you think would be ideal, which is very good. You could copy like any of these stands good moves for you. So yeah, I think it could just be very versatile. That's why I put it in S tier. I'm gonna put it below Echoes, yeah. So Star Paint Spangled Banner. I think this is not that good for ANUBIS because all it does is it makes the barrage longer. Makes the barrage longer. It makes the gun moves do more damage, I'm pretty sure. And it also gives you the U move, which kind of sucks now because you can't really do much with it. And then if you're not using like a standard like time acceleration like Made in Heaven, it's kind of useless. I'm gonna put this one, honestly, it'll be the first. No, it'll be right above Mr. President. Yeah, because at least the fusion move is decent and the passive is okay. I just don't think the fusion move is that good. Because only hits once, maybe twice if you're lucky. So next we have Whitesnake. Now Whitesnake is very good, especially with Blessed, because ANUBIS doesn't do that much damage on its own. But Whitesnake is very good with Blessed. One of the best, probably one of the like top 3. Because you can just keep on stacking the silence over and over. Because they can't do anything, you can just keep on damaging them and it'll have a really good chance to proc. Along with the DOT bleed damage. You also have the Acid Spit, which is not that we're talking about, but it's still good for a ranged move if it hits. I think it's pretty good, the Acid Spit. So I'm going to put, honestly, just because the silence is so strong, I'll put it above Echoes. Because it's just that good. So, Cream ANUBIS. Cream ANUBIS is very good. Cream Sub is one of the like basic classic ANUBIS fusions. It's very good. I think it's one of the better ones. Because the damage buff is like, 1.35. So, 35% more damage. I think it's kind of hard choice. I'll put it just because the damage buff is so big, but it has no fusion move. I'll put it above Adam Heartfodder. I'll put it above AHF, but below Tusk for now. Because it is very good. It does huge damage, really good damage. And it has to be close range, which obviously you're going to be close range with ANUBIS. It's very good. If you haven't made it, I recommend it. You could put anything on it, any sub-specs on it, it'll be good. So next we have Cream Over Heaven. So Cream Over Heaven is also a very good one. Now, well, I guess now it would be. Cream Over Heaven is basically just the sleep on, I don't know, is it on every hit? Yeah, it's on any hit. Any sort of damage is a chance to sleep. You could put Blessed on it, and it's very good. And also heals you for like the damage on strong attacks, which ANUBIS has 2 of, the M1 and the R. I'm gonna put this maybe. Let me see. I'll put this above normal Cream because the stun. You know, stuns are meta right now, sadly. And you know, I'll put it above Tusk actually, because it's, you know, stuns. Stuns are just good. They're just good. I think that's fair. Now Aerosmith doesn't really do anything for Anubis. All it does is the fusion move, which is like the gun barrage. Also boost projectiles. It sucks though. It's a ranged move, yes, but there's infinitely better ranged moves. So I'm gonna honestly try to put this D. I'm gonna put this D tier for now. Yeah, D tier is good. Because at least it has a fusion move that does something for non-humanoids, you know? So next we have Hermit Purple. Hermit Purple Anubis is actually like, I like this fusion a lot. I do like it a lot. It's one of my, like, it's really fun for me. Very fun. What Hermit Purple does is Divine Grab for the fusion move, which just pulls people towards you for a few seconds. I think it's like 4 seconds or something around that, or 5. And then also the passive is every time you do damage, it pulls people towards you, like a forceful pull as well. So you could just constantly like keep people on you. They can't escape. Really good. It's good for anti-ranged or anti-zoning. But it doesn't do like any special damage buffs. It just has the passive and the fusion move, which I think damage buffs are important for noobs because it just does low damage on its own. But I'm gonna put this below Highway Star because no, you know what? Above Highway Star, because the fusion move is very good and the passive as well. Now next we have Stone Free Anubis. Stone Free is a very good sub that I don't see people use a lot, honestly. Like, not just on Anubis, but like any stand. So I think it's very good. You have the passive, which is String Tether. It just keeps people in place. They can still use moves, but they can just be locked in place, which is good for Anubis because you want to get close to them. And also the passive where every time you do damage, there's a chance for the strings to show up, which do the damage. Like, they do a percent the damage of the initial attack that proc them, which is good for Anubis because you can just like, you can do something really funny. Just use R if that procs those tethers. Just use Barrage to hold them in place and spawn more tethers. This is very good, specifically with Divine or Angelic, or even Heavenly. Honestly, if you want to be risky like that, I will put Stone Free above Cream, but below Tusk, because Tusk has the range move. Tusk has the free shot potential. So I'll put it above Cream, but below Tusk. But this is very good. Very good. Don't underestimate it. If you haven't made it, you should. It's very fun. Now we have Harvest. So Harvest has a very good fusion move. Very good. The thing is, not fusion move, fusion passive. It's just very low proc chance. Very low proc chance. Everyone knows what Harvest stuff does. It makes them drunk, makes them fall over, ragdoll. They blur their screen. They also take more damage. And I don't think it stacks anymore. It also got nerfed a lot of the times in recent years. It's okay. I'll say it's okay. But the proc chance is low. What the fusion move is like AHF a little bit, but just only on the ground. Only because the proc chance is so low, even with like Blessed, I'll put this below Highway Star. So next we have Jur, Golden Experience Requiem. Also put Golden Experience in the same spot as well, because they're basically the same thing. Actually, I don't think I have anything different for themselves anyway, so Golden Experience is a good general use sub for Anubis, because it makes your Barrage stun. It gives it the Jur melee, which is percent stun. Very good stun, even if you don't need Angelic on this. And the passive also makes you see King Charisma D4CA in their dimensions, and also lets you damage them, which is good for anti-runners, so because people like to use that. You also get RTZ, which is a very, very good stun silence. And you also get the heal, which is great. I'm gonna say that Jur is better than AHF. No, better than Cream. Honestly, better than Cream. Just because it's very good. It does anything you need to, like for general use. Even it's my general use fusion. If I don't want to like try too hard on Anubis, then I use that. Very good. Also put Jer there as well, but I mean GE, but I'm not gonna do all that. So next we have the hand. So the hand is actually really good for Anubis. I've told some people to try it out. I never see it though. But it's very good. It has very good uses. You do have the eraser damage. So it's every damage after 15 can do like an extra hit. It does like 8 damage or whatever, or 5. I think it can be buffed. This is very good. I think the hand is one of the best subfusions. I'll put this top of A tier. I'm gonna be completely honest. Top of A tier. No. Below Tusk. Below Tusk, yeah. Below Tusk, above Stone Free, because the damage. Every Anubis move except the Barrage, so the M1, the R, Repost State, and also the Y. And also the Fusion move, technically, which I'll get in a little bit. Can do very good damage. Very good damage. Because they can all just proc the Erasure. And the Fusion move is also good, because you can use the reverse Space Eraser to pull people towards you, which is great. You can pull people towards you. You also get the Eraser Swipe, which if you have enough speed, or if the person you're fighting is kind of stupid enough, you could literally just Barrage, use you, easy, you know? And with Divine, it's insane damage, or Heavenly even. Which I'm actually make now, honestly, a Heavenly Hand Anubis. Now, Hierophant Green. This is also a pretty good fusion. It's similar to Whitesnake with the stuns. Because I don't remember if the stun can silence. I don't think it does. But it does, like, keep them in place. It does keep them in place, which is very good. So I'm going to say... You also get the Emerald Splash fusion move, which is useless. I don't think it's that good. But the Tentacle Wrap, the passive is very good with stuns. I'm going to put this one, you know, because it stuns. And it also has a very good... Well, not very good. Never mind. I'm going to put this above Cream Over Heaven because it's a better proc, not better proc chance, but it's a better stun. And it's stacked better. I think it does have a better proc chance actually. Give me 1 second to fact check that. Yeah, Cream Over Heaven has 30, and Hierophant Green has 35. Yes. So it's a better proc chance. Shorter stun, but better proc chance, which I think is important for Anubis when you're considering fusions. Metallica, F tier. It's a horrible fusion move. Horrible fusions for sub. No one should ever use it. Weather Report. Now, Weather Report can be okay. Because the passive kind of sucks for Anubis. The height passive, where you do more damage when you're high up, it's useless. Completely useless. But you get the Oxygen as well. The Oxygen fusion move, which slows people down. And also does continuous DOT, which could be useful, maybe, because it blurs them. It also does damage. It slows. It can be okay. It just does low damage on its own. Even with like pretty good specs, I think it's just too low damage. And you also get the Windpill melee type for Barrage, which is useless because it's not even that good. I'll put this below Mr. President. I mean, below Star Spangled Banner, yeah. So Diver Down. Diver Down is also very good for Anubis. I think it's one of the better ones because the ability, the passive, basically just do 0.2 extra damage after a few seconds. 20% more damage on any hit, which is good. I think it's very good. You also get the fusion move, which is a grab, which is pretty decent damage. I think it's underrated. People don't really use it enough. It's not bad. I'm gonna put this because it's like very continuous and it works on any damage. I'll put this above the hand, but below Tusk for now. Next we have Sea Moon. I'm gonna put this above Echoes, honestly, because Sea Moon sub very, very, very good for Anubis. Probably one of the top 3 Anubis fusions ever. Maybe top 5. Because the passive makes it so every strong attack you do, they do 5% extra damage, and they do 10% of the punch's original damage over 4 times. So it's like a 45% damage increase on your strong attacks, which Anubis has 2 of, the R and M1. So 45% increase to strong attacks. And it makes their jumps useless. So they can't stand jump, they can't normal jump to get away. And you also have the fusion move, which is very good for movement, for dodging attacks, for getting on top of buildings, which Anubis does struggle with. So I think this is very, very good for Anubis. Next we have Made in Heaven. So Mei is not a bad fusion for Anubis. It's not bad. It does the over heaven melee type. It also sets your speed to 1.3, which is the highest possible, I'm pretty sure. Well, not regarding like fucking hypersonic. Gives you the over heaven percent damage and damage buff. Gives you the universe reset, which could be good depending on your matchups. I don't remember if the over heaven melee stuns. I'm pretty sure it does. But this isn't bad. The only issue is the cooldown for the fusion move. It's very, very long. And I'll get to this later. There's better over heaven things, over heaven subs. I'm gonna put this above cream. Yeah, above cream. It's not bad, but there's way better. Now we have D4C. D4C is a very good sub fusion if Anubis did more damage. It's literally just Anubis does too low damage for the proc chance to be good, to be reliable, which is a really big shame. It's just such a low proc chance with the low damage. Even with blessed or divine or anything that you could increase your damage or proc chance as much as you can, and it'll still be too low for Anubis. You'll get it like every 5 hits if you're lucky. But when it does proc, it can be very good. It's just, I keep saying, I've said this multiple times, like in game to other people and to my gang. If Anubis gets good enough damage buffs, then D4C sub would be the meta pick. It would be like a top 3 if Anubis got more damage buffs. Because it's very good if it would work. I think it would be very good. But just because right now the proc chance is so low, but it has dimension, which is okay, I guess. I'll put this above Ball Breaker. I think that's fair. So next we have Heya. So Heya is, good general use, similar to Jur. Similar to Jur or AHF. It's just good for general use with the buffs. You have the dodge chance, 20%, I'm pretty sure it was. You have the encouragement, which is buffs your damage and defense a few times. I don't remember if it stacks on the sub. I'm pretty sure it can, but it can be good as well. It's good. I'll put this one below Jur because Jur just has more stuff going for it. But it can also, but the dodge chance and the damage buffs and everything are pretty good. I'll admit that. So next we have 12. So the world alternate universe. This is also not. Oh, it's pretty bad for Anubis. Because all it does for Anubis is it makes the E move, the barrage, auto lock, which is okay. I don't think it's that good. I think it should have made the R auto lock. I think it would have been much better. But it makes the barrage auto lock, and the barrage is not. You don't need to auto lock it because there's ways. You can use better subfusions. So honestly, I'm gonna put this one D tier because it's just useless. You don't need it. That's what I think, at least. Because it's yeah, it teleports you. The range is decent, but still, I don't think it's that good. And the fusion ability, the gasoline throw. Gasoline is a good move. It's a good move. It's just not worth it. So next we have Soft and Wet. Soft and Wet is a more barrage focused fusion because it buffs barrages specifically the most. But any melee move can also get the thing. It's a it buffs damage by 1.1, so 10%, and also 50% damage buff on the bubble. No, 50% more, or you know what I mean. It's it's a better diver down. Specifically for Anubis because Anubis is all melee. You also get the Plunder fusion move, which makes people blind or slippery or whatever. So I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I'm gonna put this one above Diver Down because it's just technically it's a more damage for Anubis. Now we have Speaking. Speaking is very fun with Anubis. It's very fun because you can just constantly just stack the heat, which is very fun. It kind of sucks though. It's low damage in my opinion, even with like Anointed and like Hormone or Vampire or whatever. I think it's just too low damage. It's a shame. But it does stack, which is huge. It does stack. Well, every dot stacks, but you know what I mean. You just keep on stacking it up, and use Heat Release, the new fusion move passive. Even though it doesn't do that much damage. But for now, because it's just a very good dot fusion, even though the proc chance is low, and if you're fighting someone tanky with like Stone Human, it's going to be really hard to proc it. I'll put it above Soft and Wet, just because it's a really good dot fusion. Underrated one. So now I have Silver Chariot. So if you guys see my last video, Silver Chariot is a very good sub for Anubis. Very good. It's good. It's like average, but it's very fun. But this fusion, this tier list is more about practicality than fun. So Anubis, Silver Chariot sub fusion basically gives you damage buffs. You get 2 damage buffs. I'm too lazy to find out if they stack, but it's 1.15 damage buff, 1.15x because it's a sword, and also 1.1 on the melee type for a sword melee type, which Anubis also has. And it also gives you the fusion move, which is like a dash. It's a very good dash. So if you've read Kagurabachi, it's like the EIY parody style, which I think is very cool. It does okay damage. It's like basically the second R. So it's just, that's it. It's not that good. It is good. It's just, there's way better. So I'm gonna put this one, I'll put it above Highway Star for now, because the fusion move is just actually like pretty good. It's good. It's another movement tool. It's basically another R. Slightly less damage though. So Wonder Review, easy S tier. I'll put it above Echoes because Wonder Review is very, very good with Anubis. You can just, because the passive where you could do the Asbestos, the blur dot, which everyone who's used WoW has known what that is if you've seen it. It's the blur, the widescreen. Very good DOT, very, very good. And if you have Anointed, strong, because every move except same thing with Speaking. It's just it does Speaking better because it does the DOT it stacks the blind, and the Anubis cooldowns are so low. You just keep bringing it on, keep doing it. The T, the R, the Y, and the M1 can all proc it over and over. You can just keep cycling it. Very good damage if Anointed. Very good blinds. If you just some people say it's not that good, but what you have to do is just keep the pressure on. Just keep attacking them. Keep the pressure on. That's it. Just keep the pressure on. Next we have the World Over Heaven. I think that is, yeah, the World Over Heaven. So 12. I think it's the best Over Heaven sub for Anubis because it gives you the % damage buff for Over Heaven melee, and it also gives you the orbs, the knives. I'm gonna call them knives. I don't care for the orbs. I think they're the best range move to have with Anubis because, like, yeah, Over Heaven, the Star Blast first spell does more damage. University Set does more damage, but knives are just more consistent. And you can also combo them with Anubis. You can literally do R to get close to someone, barrage them, finish the barrage, use U, boom, huge damage right there. I think this is the best Over Heaven for Anubis. I'm going to put this one above Speaking, unfortunately. So I hate to say. So Spo, I just talked about it. It gives you Over Heaven melee type, and it gives you Star Blast. Star Blast does good damage. Yes, it does good damage. But you have to, it needs distance. It needs distance to get the damage. And you don't want to be far away from your opponent while using Anubis. I'm going to put this one very low. I'm going to put it above D4C. Because it's like, yeah, it's the Over Heaven melee, but Star Blast is kind of mid. Now Rumble. Rumble, after the recent patch, the recent update, I'm going to be honest, I have not tried it. So this is going to be a complete theoretical opinion. I was trying to get a Rumble recently to try and test this fusion, but this could be very, very good with Blessed, because it's affected by Blessed. Because the new Rumble subfusion, let me actually see what it does, because it's not on the Trello. Yeah, what it does is, whenever you do at least over 0.7 base damage to someone within 20 studs, which is pretty easy, it has a low chance of proccing Hyperquake. A Hyperquake, which is the, I think it's the like the AoE move it has. I'm pretty sure it's the AoE. I don't use Rumble. Hyperquake. Yeah, Hyperquake is like the AoE move it does. It's like the explosion, the yellow explosion. You've seen it. It does percent damage, 10% of the opponent's damage, and 30% of the damage that procced it. And if you proc it, you can basically just do a black flash, where after it, the next attack has a quarter chance to proc a 3 times per weaker version. So this could be very, very good with the only thing is that the proc chance is like the lowest possible at 10%, which is insane. Very low proc chance. It might be low even with Blessed, but I think this has potential to be one of the best in the fusions. You also have the fusion move, which is like the slam. I'm gonna put this top of A tier, because this could be very good. So next we have Guess Platinum. Guess Platinum does like the exact same thing as Twao, I'm pretty sure, for the fusion move. It's just a fusion move instead of a passive. I think it's useless. It does it worse actually, so I'm gonna put this F. You know what? F tier, yeah. Fuck it, F tier. It's just not good. Yeah, it's just not a good fusion move for sub. Swayward Sun can't be fused as a sub. I'll just put the F tier right there. Dark Blue Moon sub is, I wish it was good because it's pretty cool. It looks cool too. It's just low proc chance, but it could be good. It could definitely be good. It does good damage, but it's also not good damage sometimes, because you have to do high damage first. It does have a good projectile move for the passive, but not the passive, you know what I mean. But the passive itself is just, it's not that good. It's too low damage, too low proc chance. I'm gonna put this below Aerosmith. No, above Aerosmith, because at least the fusion move can be useful sometimes. So next we have Star Platinum the World. So SPTW, it's alright. It's basic. It gives you more damage buff on your melee, which is every move for Anubis. Gives you Bearing Shot, but there's better. If you want to do a damage buff, there's way better fusions. I'm gonna put this one above Weather Report, because yeah, damage buffs you, but there's better. There's better stuff if you want damage buff. As a U move, which is pretty bad. Oh, that's Killer Queen. Normal Killer Queen. Okay, yeah. Normal Killer Queen, F tier. It's useless. It doesn't do anything for Anubis. 6 Pistols, same thing. Doesn't do anything for Anubis. White Album, I'll put it above White Snake because it does more damage. So White Album sub, what it does is every time you damage someone, it has a chance to proc freeze, the ice stun on them. It lasts for like half a second or something, but you can keep stacking it because it has no internal cooldown. You can just keep on stacking it over and over on any damage. It also buffs your strong attacks by 10%. And when someone has ice on them and you use a strong attack, it breaks the ice and it does like double damage, which could be very, very good with Divine. Or you could be like me and most people I've seen when I popularized White Anubis. You could use Blessed with it, and if you use Blessed, you could just keep on stacking the freeze. You don't even need to do the ice break for damage. You could just keep on stacking the freeze, because like with Blessed, just barrage on most people, like I say maybe 80 or 90% of people, just barrage, and you'll get like 2 or 3, maybe even 4 freezes per barrage. That's how good this is for subfusion. And also you get the ability, the move for ice skating, which is good. It's very good for mobility. Green Day, This kind of sucks. Green Day sub kind of sucks, man. It's a shame because it looks pretty cool. I think it looks really cool. It's just not good, you know. Just not good. Not even for just for ANUBIS. It's just not good, like overall. I'll put it F tier actually. Yeah, top of F toe. Fusion move is maybe somewhat useful. Now Spice Girl sub. Spice Girl is not bad. It's not bad at all. What it does is every time you deal damage, it has a chance to like bounce people back. It could be good if you like to spam anything but the barrage, like so the R, the T, the Y, and M1. It does good damage from that. It does good damage. This can also proc blessings as well, so you could do Heavenly, Spice Girl sub, or even Divine. It could be pretty good. It could be pretty good. The only thing is that it knocks them back, and you don't want that with ANUBIS because ANUBIS has barely any that good movement, even with the passive, the ability of the bounce. I think it's good. It's just if it didn't knock them back so far, this would be so much higher on my list. So I'm gonna put this below AHF, but above Red Purple. I think that's fair. No, yeah, I think that's fair. Next we have Star Platinum Prime. So SPP, it's just a better SPTW. It gives the same damage buff, but it gives a better fusion move. Much better because it actually does good damage, especially with Divine. So I'm gonna put this one. I'll put it right under Cream. No, I'll put it above Cream, honestly, because the fusion move kind of like outweighs it a bit. Now King Crimson. King Crimson, I think is very, very good. It's my favorite ANUBIS fusion. That one, King Crimson and Silver Chariot and Crazy Train. Those are my favorite ANUBIS fusions for ANUBIS sub base. So what King Crimson sub does is gives you time erase. It gives you time erase, and it also buffs your strong attacks by like 40%. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, 1.4x more damage buff, which is huge. It's huge. And with Divine, you could get huge procs. Like, I'm talking like 90 plus damage for the R with Divine. And for them one, maybe like 60 or 50, depending on who you're fighting. Very good. Very, very good. I love this fusion. You've probably seen it in my video. I think you have seen it in my video last week. I'm gonna put this one, because the damage buff is just so good, I'll put it above Echoes. I'm honestly gonna put it above Echoes, because the time erase is just really good as well for movement and for mix-ups. And the damage buff is insane. Now King Crimson over Heaven. So KCO, I don't have it, but I've seen it, and it's not bad for ANUBIS. It's like actually pretty good for ANUBIS, because it has like 3 different passives or whatever, and they're all on damage or something, or like strong attacks. I don't want to list them all. Maybe I should fine. I'll list them all. So it has for one passive, the strong attacks make it so that people stay in place. You can check out the trailer for that. I don't want to really edit this video out like crazy. It makes them like stay in place for a while, leaves them in the air. They can't really move. Very good. The second passive is when you do damage, there's a transfer to like for like a lightning ball to show up and just like keep them in place, pulls them, moves them around. You can't do anything against it. And you also have another one which is like a defense break, which makes them take more damage for a few seconds. I'm gonna put this one, obviously, like, I know people will have King Crimson over Heaven, but if you did, this would easily be top of A tier. So KQAU, this fucking stand. So if you guys are like new here, don't know why, but I hate this fusion. I have my reasons, because in my opinion, fusions that rely solely on one move, in this case it's the barrage, is horrible. I think it's horrible. Because it's a barrage merchant. If you miss the barrage or it's on cooldown, you're useless. You can't do anything. This is an easy F here. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. It does do damage, yes. But it's a barrage merchant. I'm going to put this above Aerosmith. Because at least it does more damage than Aerosmith. You know, maybe even... You know what? Top of D tier. Top of D tier. I'll be nice to it. Mandem. Nothing good for Anubis. I'll put it F here. Kiss. Now Kiss could be good for Anubis. But Kiss is like mainly for projectile stance. And Anubis has none of those. So if you're doing it just for the arm duplication, I think the cooldown is just too long. It's just too long of a cooldown for the damage buff. If you want damage buffs, there's way better stance like Cream, Tusk, King Crimson, Sea Moon, SPP, AHF, way better, more consistent damage buffs. It's not bad, it's just... I'll put it below Black Sabbath, personally. Now, the world. So TW, all it does is gives you time stop, which time stop is good, just not for sub. It's got like a what, 2-minute cooldown or whatever. It's like a 2-minute or close to 2-minute, but that's it. It's okay. It's just Anubis is low damage. Like, you're probably not gonna kill in time stop unless the person's already low. I'm gonna put this under 12, honestly. Under 12. No, under Dark Blue Moon, because that's no passive, just a move. Now, Osiris. So, Osiris is also huge potential. Huge Megumi fusion. Huge Megumi fusion. Because you can chip people with the strong punches. The hard part is getting the strong punches. You can get up to like a 2.5x damage buff at maximum chips. I think it's like what, 10 or whatever, I don't even know. It's the only thing is you have to start it up, which is the hard part. And just because Anubis is too low damage on its own, it's gonna take forever to charge up if you have like alts. I'm gonna honestly put this one below Boku, because it's just not that consistent. So next we have Rat. So Rat is interesting because the fusion kind of sucks now after the few years. It does the damage, like the DOT. It also has the Mew Cube, the meat you can eat to heal, and it does have like a percent dot, I guess you could say. It's alright. It doesn't get affected by Bless though, and Anubis is too low damage for it to be consistent procs. Because I think Rat proc is like pretty low, which is a shame. It's a decent dot. I think it's the worst dot fusion for Anubis though, personally. I'm gonna put this one above Harvest, but below Highway Star. Now 20th Century Boy. This is a good one with Anubis as well. I think this is a very good one with Anubis. Because with Anubis, you have two counters. You have absolute defense and you have riposte. Same counts if you're doing Anubis sub for this. This is very good. I think it's very good. You've seen it in my video. If you've seen my last video, one of my members used it. I think it's pretty good. This one, you can also use riposte. When you're using the dynamite, the stealth dynamite, you can riposte it, and they both hit your opponent. If you're like right next to them, they both hit them, which could be really good damage. And if you have divine or like saintly, it's huge damage. They can't escape. So just the fact that it has two counters and you can make use of like 2 hits in one. I'm gonna put this one above Rumble. No, above Hierophant Green. I think that's fair. So now White Wedding. White Wedding is a good one. I think White Wedding is an amazing subfusion. Because it has Ionic Bond, which can pull people towards you, and the huge range can be very good. Very good. And also has the passive where like every time you do damage there's a transfer to like an explosion that does a percent of the damage. It's like 10% I think with some added damage on top of it, not that much. Obviously scales with like power. It can't proc blessings though. It's good with Anubis if you have divine. I think if you have divine it'll be best. maybe even blessed. Maybe even blessed. It's just, it's good. I think it's just good. It's good for like general use for an ANUBIS fusion. I'm gonna put this one because I like Bong is like just so good. I'm gonna put this above Speed King. No, above 12 actually, because basically any move can proc the explosion. Grateful Dead sucks. It's a horrible subfusion. SOD. Now SOD subfusion is not bad. But there's way better because you have the tremor for the fusion move. I think that's the only thing you get. It pulls people in at the like small radius. Does okay damage, it's like 25 or whatever. Low cooldown as well. I don't think it's that good though. I'm gonna put this one below KQAU. No, let me move that down because I think that's just not that good. No offense, I'm using it. Now Crazy Train. Crazy Train is like a top 5 sub for ANUBIS. Top 5. In my opinion, it's very good. You have, if you see my video, you know, I'm gonna say this again. If you see my video my last video about ANUBIS, very good, one of the best. Because it's anti team fight, it's anti runner, anti a lot of things actually, anti tank as well, because it does a tiny bit of percent damage on the strong attacks, which is the R and the M1. So the dash and the M1 are both pretty good with it. And the fusion move, people say the fusion move isn't that good, or they say that's not that good because it knocks people back. But if you're just smart about it, it's very good. Easily like a top 5. I'm gonna put this one above Wonder Review because it's just more. It technically does more damage faster. It's like burst compared to Wonder Review slow kill. So Chocolate Disco useless for ANUBIS, sadly. Rolling Stones. I'll put this one. It's good. It doesn't damage buff, but it gives you the auto execute. Things like 10% health or something. 10 or 15 or 20. It's 25%. It can be good. You just need like Righteous could help with it. If you want to use Righteous. But I don't think it's all that. I'm going to put it above Spo. Because the passive is just like, it is a good passive. I'll say that. So that's Echoes again. Doesn't matter. I'll put that one there as well. Scary Monsters. I have this one. I just never showed it because it's kind of bad. Scary Monsters is good for like anti-tank. Or anti like Wonder Review. Because the fusion move fossilization is just so good. It's more of a thing for the sub more than how it does with ANUBIS. But it's just like a good sub because it spawns dinosaurs, but the dinosaur spawn chance is really low, especially with ANUBIS and Divine. Like you could do like 150 damage and the proc chance would still be horrible. But the defense nerf on the fossilization is very good. So just because the fusion move is like very good, I'm gonna put this one above Maiden Heaven. Only because of the fusion move. Like this is only because of that. So next we have Magician's Red. So Magician's Red is okay. You don't really see it as a sub. It's alright. It's just on melee. It's like not good for melee stands. It's like a worse Speed King because it has a cooldown. You can't stack. It's a worse Speed King. I think honestly, C tier. So we have Silver Chariot Requiem. So Chariot Requiem is very good with ANUBIS. You've definitely seen it before, whether it be back when Possession was still in the game a few years ago. It's like 2 years ago now. Whether it be that, it's good. It's a very good one. It has a sleep on the for the fusion move. It also has the passive where when you strong type people with your stand out, their stand attacks them. It's a good stun. Very good. I think this is one of the better fusions. It's boring, but it's better. I'm gonna say just because like the stuns and the utility and the low cooldown, I'll say it's better than Echoes. No, you know what? Better than King Crimson. It's a very good one, which you've definitely seen it before. Purple Haze is also very, very good with Anubis. You've also definitely seen this. Like, there's no way you haven't by now. If you've seen Anubis, you've seen Purple Haze sub on it. Make strong attacks, do like a really, really strong virus DOT. Huge, really strong with Anointed. It's very strong with Anointed. And it can stack multiple times with the R and M1 and also the fusion move. It can stack 3 times basically instantly. It also damages yourself and your teammates, so be careful with that. I think this is also very good. I'm gonna say this and Wonder Review are very similar. But the only difference is Purple Haze does more damage, but Wonder Review has the illusion that can cause calamity. It also has the blind and blur or whatever. That I think these two are pretty even. They can be like interchanged, honestly. They're both very good. So they just act like these hold the same spot. Now we have Cream Starter. So Cream Starter sub it's alright. It's like a worse Highway Star. Because Highway Star heals better. And the proc transfer to blur is like where it has a DOT, but the DOT sucks horribly. It's not a good DOT. Like people, and also has a blur, which it's okay. I don't think the DOT even stacks as well. Or maybe I'm just unlucky with it whenever I used it. I don't think it stacks though. So I'm gonna say it's a worse Highway Star. I'm gonna put it below. You know what? Below Harvest. It's just a worse Harvest that can heal sometimes. Now Heaven's Door sub it's pretty bad right now. It's not really useful for Anubis because it's just a stun really, and Anubis doesn't really need one stun that goes on like a 20-second cooldown. It's not really that needed. So I'm gonna say it's, you know what, I'll put it below Aerosmith because at least Aerosmith has a useful fusion move. So now Smashing Pumpkin. You've seen this before. You've probably seen this in my video. This has a very good one, a very good fusion move. It has the teleport, and the passive is very, very good. Very good passive. Where if you song attack someone near a wall, like in the direction of the wall, then they get slammed into it. They get stunned there for like a second or two. They can use moves, but they are stuck there. And you can also list. You could use the, let's say for example, you're fighting someone next to a wall, like a fence or whatever, or a tree, and you M1 them. That's a strong attack. M1 is a strong attack. They get stunned on the wall. They get slammed into the wall. Then, by the time you get to the wall and use your R, they slam back into the wall again. And by the time that cooldown is done, you got your M1 back. See what I'm getting at? And you could use the U for the teleport. Amazing movement. Huge movement for teleport. Very good. It's like similar to King Crimson. I'm gonna say it's better because the passive is very good. Now Sun sub is just, you know, it's Sun sub. It's gonna be good. But they get like nerfed and buffed to something. So I haven't used my Sun Anubis in a while. But it's more like an anti-runner thing. Situational. It's not that good like single target. It's good for like team fights if you're smart about it. But I'm gonna say better than Osiris because it's better. It is better than Osiris. Now Moody Blues. Moody sub is, it is a sub. I'll say that. It is a sub. I think Moody sub just isn't good. Because it just doesn't do like enough damage. Anubis doesn't do that much damage on its own. You know? It just doesn't do enough damage on its own. That's the only thing. I'm gonna, as Rewind, yeah, I guess. Rewind's like, okay. But it's, I'll put it below, I'll put it above Dark Blue Moon. Fun, useless for Anubis. Okay. Yeah, that's everything. Alright, that was hour-long recording. Alright. So, this is my tier list for Anubis subfusions. This is Anubis subfusions. So, if you're making a fusion with Anubis base, use follow this tier list for subs. This is my personal tier list. By the way, I know there's gonna be some of you that skip to the end just to see the end tier list. Don't do that. Rewind the fucking video. Go all the way back to the beginning. And please actually see why I picked some of these stands and where they are. Because then you'll just think that, oh, I put them there for no reason. But you can't just like, there's a reason I have these in S, there's a reason I have these in A, B, C, D, and F. There's a reason for it. I explained every single one of these stands. So please, if you just watch the full video. It's not objective, it's subjective. But yeah. By the way, guys, please, please, please sign my petition. As of recording this, we have 100 upvotes. We need 50 more for the rework. So please, guys, please sign it if you haven't already. Please. I'll put the link in the description. I'll put the link in the comments. Whatever. I'll do that. Just please sign it, guys. Please. I'm begging you. But yeah, that's gonna be everything now. So goodbye, guys. Subscribe if you want or not. I don't really care. Bye.